Sure, a big luxury RV or a massive fifth wheel can be an incredible way to explore the country, but let's be honest, that's not everyone's style. For a lot of us, a simple travel trailer is all we really want, and that's exactly why teardrop campers keep coming back into the spotlight again and again. Now, this one definitely isn't trying to win any beauty contests, and that's kind of the point. The XSport from 4x4 Teardrops is all about stripping things back to the basics and getting you out there without overthinking it. At its core, it's a box on wheels with a place to sleep and cook, and that's really all some adventures need. You hitch it up, pack your essentials, and you're gone. What really made me stop and pay attention, though, is the price. The XSport is advertised at no more than $6,995, which works out to about 6,000 euros at current exchange rates. That's insanely affordable in today's camper market, and easily makes this one of the cheapest campers I've come across this year. So naturally, the big question is, what do you actually get for that kind of money? To understand that, it helps to look at the people behind it. 4x4 Teardrops is a brand created by Ben Kirby, who also works as a sales representative for Vintage Trailer Works, another company focused entirely on teardrop campers. Ben was originally just a guy looking for an affordable teardrop to fuel his own adventures. After connecting with Vintage Trailer Works, things snowballed into him joining the company and eventually taking control of Northern California sales. One personal problem turned into a brand, and that mindset really shows in the XSport's price and design. In fact, this is the most affordable camper in the entire 4x4 Teardrops lineup. Even their most expensive model is still relatively budget-friendly, starting at around $14,750. Let me know what you think about those numbers in the comments, because they're pretty wild compared to most of what's out there right now. The XSport itself comes in 3 different builds, with the top-tier overland version climbing up to around $17,860. But the one we're really talking about here is the Basecamp version, which is the pure, no-frills option. Underneath it all is a solid frame with a 2-inch coupler, a tube axle with spring suspension, steel wheels wrapped in 205/75 R15 tires, DOT, approved lighting, and a trailer jack. Simple, but functional. The shell is built from 3/4-inch birch plywood with an aluminum skin on the outside. The fenders aren't designed to be stepped on, so keep that in mind. The front cap and roof are insulated to an R6 rating, which is pretty standard for teardrops. Add a small heater or AC unit, and you should be comfortable through hot days and chilly nights. Aluminum trim finishes off the joints, and that's basically the XSport in a nutshell. One thing I really like is the practicality. You get about 14 inches of ground clearance, a dry weight under 995 pounds, and the ability to carry up to 1,000 pounds of cargo. That's more than enough for most trips. You can throw a roof rack on top for bulky gear, add a nose box for storage you don't want exposed, or both. Around the back, there's a surprisingly useful galley area. It's simple, but it works. You've got an aluminum countertop, a shelf above it, space down low for a portable fridge, and room for things like a cooktop, sink, and food storage. One setup even shows a charge controller back there, which hints at how easy it would be to add a portable off-grid power system. Speaking of power, the base XSport doesn't come with a built-in off-grid system, but bringing your own portable setup is totally doable. There's enough space to store batteries and gear, at least while you're on the move. Inside, it's exactly what you'd expect from a camper like this. Depending on how far you go with options, you can end up with a carpeted interior, a modular mattress that doubles as a couch, fans, storage nets, cabinets, speakers, and lighting. There's only one door, which won't be for everyone, but it keeps things simple and lightweight. Some people might not love the raw look of the interior walls, but honestly, that's an easy fix. A bit of wallpaper or some DIY paneling can completely change the vibe. If you want more than just the basics, 4x4 Teardrops does offer build packages that add comfort and capability. Sure, once you start customizing, the price will creep up, but that's kind of the beauty of it. You start with a super affordable base and build it into exactly what you need. Spend a few thousand more, and you've got a setup that can keep you off-grid for days at a time. And that kind of freedom is hard to put a price on.